Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Know you wanna get away, and you need time to yourself. Feeling so overwhelmed with problems, seems like nothing can solve it. Know you need a mental break. Well, come on and pull up a chair and have some fun with a couple friends just like you. Oh, this is Aunties and Mimosas. If you come in a little closer, you'll see we live life like we're supposed to. So come on in and join the fun. This is Aunties and Mimosas. If you come in a little closer, you'll see we live life like we're supposed to. So come on in and join the fun.
Alright. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 4 of Aunties and Mimosas. I'm your girl, Dr. Shaw.
And I'm your girl, Miss Lady.
And we got some special guests here with us, Mr. AD and Mr. Forrest Bill. So thank y'all for inviting or coming to our shows. These are our uncles, our first uncles to our show.
So we appreciate y'all for taking the time out to give us y'all's honest opinion and feedback on the topics of today.
Because y'all, we can jump in. I'm telling y'all, we can really jump in. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start off with our drinks today. We're going to switch it up on y'all a little bit. So today we got our Prosecco drink again.
Because that's our favorite champagne now.
Yes, we like it. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. It's a 10 out of 10. And then we also got some strawberry, what is that, aqua fresca, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
That's what it said.
And so, anyway, some strawberries and some blueberries to add in there. And then for our non-drinkers today, we do have our, what's that? What's funny?
The sparkling rosé.
Sparkling rosé by Welch's. Can we get in there on that? Yeah. And then we also got some ginger ale to add with it. So we're going to call that a little mocktail for y'all. So, but let's go ahead and get into these drinks. Aunties and Mimosas drinks. Come on,
You got
cheers. All right, gotta cheers it up. Cheers it up. Cheers it up. All right, I'm going to taste it real quick. Wait, hold on. How we can hear everybody drink? That's actually pretty good. It's not a little.
Yeah, that ginger ale good.
Well,
It hit the spot.
Taste good. So, okay, y'all. I like that little Prosecco and
Strawberry.
strawberry. We ain't add no extra strawberries in there today.
Yeah.
We didn't have our mama today.
Our momager, she didn't show up today.
Acting up, so.
Acting like she was
Oh,
Hey,
what-
we on the set.
live, man. We live.
we live, baby.
We on set. You tripping.
She came in and talking on. But we appreciate you for showing up.
Hey. All right, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into our sidebar topics for the day. So I guess we're gonna start off with what's her name? Charlita Tom.
Carly, because she my cousin now, because she went missing and we done found her. So we're happy about that. Carly out in Hoover, Alabama.
Oh,
She
okay.
was located around 11
Well, let's
p.m.
give it to the
last
backstory
night.
for people who don't know.
Like,
So what happened? Was it Thursday night?
Yeah.
I think it's Thursday or Friday night. She was driving down the road, down the highway, and she saw a little toddler walking on the side of the street. And she pulled over. She called her mom first, let her mom know.
She called
Then
911.
she called 911, and then she called her cousin or sister-in-law or something like that. And while she was on the phone, she got out of the car, went to go tend the little kid, and she was taken. And so they found her phone, they found her car and everything on the side of the road, and she was missing for 2 days. Well, she ended up turning up last night.
They said she ended up getting dropped at her family's house, like at the doorstep.
Yeah. And we don't know nothing else. So
yeah, they took her to University of Alabama Hospital to get checked out, and so we're waiting. This is a developing story, guys. I know I feel like a newscaster today.
I'm a newscaster. So yeah, so prayers to her and her family, but we'll keep y'all updated as we are updated. So yes.
And then our next topic of today is going to be the O pill. I don't know if anybody has ever heard about it yet, but this month, July, they are giving the first over-the-counter birth control pill, which is for people who probably do not have access to health care. I.e. they're not employed with health benefits or something like that. But it also gives you the ability to have preventative care instead of pocket plan Bs. Because y'all know y'all be out here busting it open.
Wide open. All summer long.
Wait, plan Bs are not birth control, y'all.
They're not birth
okay,
control.
So
they're not good for you. So.
I'm sorry, dude. We went off topic.
What is the plan B?
What is it?
Yeah.
It's a morning after pill. So
Well, what is that?
I'm gonna let you know. So morning after pill pretty much is after you have sex and you let a man ejaculate inside of you.
Not ejaculate.
And you may be ovulating. You may not be, but you don't want to get pregnant. So it's a pregnancy prevention pretty much. You can take it and it kind of sorry. Friend.
I'm thirsty.
You take it and it kind of dissolves, you know, them little soldiers in there.
But how? That's what I'm because like. Yeah.
No, it doesn't. It stops you from actually ovulating. It keeps the egg from not being released.
So
and then it
makes,
but it don't dissolve the semen or the sperm. It doesn't
So
dissolve
it just
them.
shut off
The woman's parts. It makes your eggs not able to be fertilized. The sperm's still in there swimming, doing what sperm do. But the egg.
How accurate is that pill?
I don't know. They say 99%.
I ain't never took one, so I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah. But the over-the-counter birth control is supposed to be able to, you know, be better, I guess.
Yeah.
But me personally, I don't believe in birth control. I do have birth control, but I don't believe that, you know, they should be selling it over the counter because anybody can buy it. Anybody can buy it.
I believe that they should be selling it over the counter because anybody can buy it. The 13-year-olds that be pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if they had to speak behind their parents' back to get the birth control, because they know better.
They know better, but they still need some supervision. Like, I mean,
because how do you know if the pills can affect you negatively?
Your fertility,
your fertility,
or cancer,
there's
or
also
anything.
mental things that are behind it too. Like,
Also
so I think that a doctor should be prescribing because birth control don't work the same way for everybody because that's why they have different types. So I don't think it should just be sold over the counter. I think if you're underage and you need birth control, you need to go ahead and talk to your parents as well as go talk to your doctor.
Or everybody just turn to Mormons and don't.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Turn to monks and don't do
That
that.
ain't gonna work. Not in
Monks
America.
and nuns.
Not
You're not gonna be able to do it.
It ain't gonna work in America. I'm just saying. What you think, Gen X? What you think, Gen X?
No, he is Gen Z.
Oh, my bad.
You know what I mean.
Gen Z. What you think?
I'm part of that 1%. I'm sorry.
He came from a plan B.
Why?
No, not my nephew.
What if she didn't take it? What if she did this? What if she threw it and then it went past?
Nah, I watched it take it. So yeah, it's crazy.
She probably got it from A-Rail stuff.
Nah, we went to CVS and we got it.
And the only reason why I say that because even my oldest daughter, you know, it was no plan B or nothing like that, but her mom was on birth control, like actively. And
That's
she still ended up having a
That's
baby.
that non-smoking weed sperm. That's why y'all sperm works so well. It was like hip.
And you know, I actually was even thinking about like going to court for it and everything, like for real.
Yeah.
But you know, at the time it was like you gotta have like a lot of money to pursue that type of lawsuit. But she was like actively on birth control, everything, and I was in college, popped her with a baby.
Mm. Oh.
Damn. That's that non-smoking, non-drinking.
Go sleep at night,
Yeah.
all that type of
eating healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacking off the sperm.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
Going to the gym and stuff.
That's super sperm.
What?
I'm sorry. Okay. Then we want to move on. Anything else about working?
No, y'all just kidding me.
Switch topic.
Okay.
All right, so then Gamer Girl in with a couple of topics that she wanted to talk about today, and that is going to be the Activision and Blizzard acquisition by Microsoft for $6.9 billion. So, if y'all don't know, Activision Blizzard, they're a game maker. They make the big one, Call of Duty, that everybody plays. So, well, I don't play Call of Duty. I'm a Destiny 2 fan. Shout out to my gamer friends that are watching. So anyway, the acquisition has been approved by the courts. And so what that means is PlayStation exclusive games and Xbox exclusive games may or may not have crossplay compatibility, which means that people who play Call of Duty on like Xbox and then people who play on PlayStation right now, y'all can play together because they have crossplay. But because Microsoft has bought Activision, who makes
the Xbox,
Microsoft makes Xbox, Activision makes the games. Now they together, so they can make it a monopoly and not sell it to Sony anymore. So people on PlayStation won't be able to play Call of Duty or any other Activision games. As a PS5 player,
why you don't like it?
I'm a PlayStation 5 player.
I don't play video games anymore, but I love monopolize. I don't know.
That's your favorite word, monopolize?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It is smart though.
Kill off the competition. That's how some of the richest got rich. So,
yeah, you right.
But when I did play video games, I just bought all of them. So when I want to play this, I play this, and I never did the live streaming, playing with folks and stuff like that. So.
Oh yeah, we are both online gamers.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I know people who make a lot of money off it. I never got into it.
Yeah, I don't want to be an online gamer because as a girl gamer, they expect you to be pretty all the time, and sometimes I'll be playing with my bonnet on and the house cover.
But no, I don't think they have a. Are y'all on Twitter?
Yeah.
They have the nude gamers.
The new gamers. I ain't heard.
They play the game nude.
No.
Oh,
yes.
Oh yeah. I don't want to do that either.
But it's a thing. They make a lot. One of the girls, she says she make around $100,000 a month.
I can believe it.
So she just streaming on like these platforms to play the video game. She be topless.
Crazy.
She make a lot of money.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I'm good.
I don't even play video games, so
as much as I might play the game topless, but I don't need y'all to see me doing it.
That's funny.
And then my other topic for today that I wanted to give a little bit of information on was the banking tip and its inflation. So as you guys know, after the pandemic, inflation jumped 9.1% from June 2021 to June 2022. And the Fed, Federal Reserve Bank, they expect inflation to jump like 2% year over year. It's not doing that. Inflation is on steroids right now. So we are not able to keep up with our cost of living and everything with the jobs that we're working because the employers are still giving us 2 to 3% raises.
Right.
Which is why everybody got side jobs.
Yeah, for sure.
So anyway, we're actually it went down a little bit this year from May of 2022 to May of 2023. It's still up 4% from the previous year, but the rate that it's changing is slowing down. So what's that saying is going to be like a cooling off period is what the industry is predicting. That there's going to be a cooling off period for everybody and we're going to be able to like mellow out with interest rates and savings and earnings and things like that. Anybody here invest in like stocks or 401k or anything?
Not a 401k. I invest in stock.
You invest in stocks. And how has the market been treating you?
With Amazon, amazing.
Amazon is the one-off though.
Amazon. So I invest in things. What I learned is when you invest in things that you use every single day.
Exactly. That's what they teach you.
So I got a Tesla, so I invest in Tesla, Google, I invest in Amazon, Apple, and I invest in a cannabis company. And I don't smoke, but I just.
But you know what's up.
Yeah. So I promise you, like even when Amazon did that 20-to-1 split
last year.
Yeah. And it went down. It was like $100 and some a share.
Yep.
And it steady climbing. So.
Yeah, it's gonna rebound to, I don't know if it's gonna get back up to $3,000.
No, it probably won't get that high. But even if it gets to $500, $200,
you still tripling, quadrupling your money.
Yes.
Yeah. Whatever your investment was. Yeah. Good tip. Thanks for bringing that up, because I know a lot of people don't pay attention to the stock market, or they think that you have to be extremely well versed into certain things, and you really don't.
I don't know nothing about stock. I just started watching YouTube and Googling stuff, and then I learned that way.
Yeah, I've been working in banking since I was 21, and I was a licensed banker. I had a Series 6 and a 63, and even with that, I still had to go back and teach myself to understand what to do and why you do it. So, those are my topics for today. And now, I should go to her beauty topics.
I feel like I should do my beauty topics. I'm trying to get some more stock tips. Okay, well. Anyways, all right. So, beauty tip. Anybody use castor oil?
Castor oil?
Yes, castor oil. Yes. So castor oil is one of the most prominent oils that you should use. You can use it on your hair. You can drink it. You can put it on your eyelids. You can use it for your skin. It'll help with hyperpigmentation. It's a digestive. It'll cleanse, your inside. So get you some castor oil. That'll help. And then also, one more. So I did this. I think I called a lady, Miss Lady, and I told her about it. I had a watermelon. And so I ate the watermelon and everything, and I used the rind, cut the rind up, put it in the freezer. And you put it on your face to help with hydration, and it also keeps you cool. So since this is summertime, y'all get y'all some watermelon, put it in a little bag, and then just
carry it and keep yourself cool.
Yes,
and hydrated.
Yes, make sure y'all drink y'all's water, because it is still really, really hot. I mean, it was like 105 yesterday here in Dallas. So
yeah, we got a little rain and cooled us off. Now it's humid and sticky. So we can't ever get two things that go together around here. And I'm going to piggyback off your beauty and health tip, because I wanted to give y'all an update on my oregano oil cleanse that I was doing for 6 weeks. So I'm on week 3 of the oregano oil cleanse. And literally, I haven't weighed myself, but all my clothes are fitting better. The bloating in the midsection is gone. Top tier. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish my next 3 weeks, and then I'll give you the final feedback.
I saw a girl on TikTok. She said if you just get like some oregano, get regular oregano and just put it in like a glass. You can get how much you want, and then you get some olive oil. Put the olive oil in there, you let it sit in a dark spot for like 3 weeks.
You make your own oregano oil. Yeah, I'm gonna just buy it and use
I'm just saying, I'm all natural, so
that's too much. I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't I'm gonna buy it from the Whole Foods.
If they don't have it in stock,
which is true, because it was hard for me to find it.
Then there you go.
Because the Vitamin Shop and GNC didn't have it. I ended up having to order it off Amazon.
Sounds good.
Well, you don't have it in stock. There you go. All right, guys. Well, I guess we're gonna move on down to the moment that y'all been waiting for. Our topic is gonna be Cuffin season. So, has anybody ever been been a part of Cuffin season? I know I have. I've been a victim of Cuffin season.
Not victimized.
Yeah, I was victimized. But anyways. Anybody else?
It's the screen.
I think I would trap.
It's the screen.
I think I've been a victim of it.
A victim of it?
Yeah.
Because you are a victim, because you can find yourself in a situation where you want to have fun, you want to turn up, you want to party, and then but you also want to be loved, and you want to be in a relationship too. And then you have this person that you meet who, they intentionally lock you down.
Mm-hmm.
And then once things start to heat up, when it starts to get hot outside, Now you're not answering the phone. You're not coming through at night like you said. We ain't going out on dates. We ain't going out to eat. So
Because she went hot girl summer on.
yeah,
She was cool one in winter and hot girl summer.
yeah.
My God. What about you, Aaron?
I don't think I've ever been a part of a couple season.
Do you know if you've been part of a couple seasons?
Probably, but I mean, I don't know. I don't.
So for me, I'm gonna give y'all my brief synopsis summary of what I believe that cuffing season is. So in my opinion, cuffing season is when summer is ending and you hurry up and find you a bae for the winter so you don't be cold at night.
Yeah.
So right now we in prime almost cuffing season. So August 1st, it's gonna be the prelims.
I say September. Once
So-
the leaves start falling, it start
Nope.
cooling.
Not the
I'm gonna give y'all the actual time.
It's a date.
Yeah, it's a time period.
Come on now.
That's why I said I was victimized. It's October through the beginning of February.
Okay.
That is the actual. That's the actual cuffing season.
That's not enough time. I need to
It's
start in
the
August because I
holidays.
can't even like nobody from
It's-
October to Thanksgiving. That's not enough time.
It's the holiday season.
Hoodie weather.
Yeah, pretty much. It's the holiday season, so it starts in October and ends like around Super Bowl time. That's when it starts.
Super Bowl time. That's when they really be turning up. Super Bowl time. Women flying out, going to be in the mix with the NFL players, hoping that they can.
Women are thoughts.
That's a whole different other story.
She
Yeah.
said women are
That's a whole
done.
different other story right there.
Oh, no. We're going to expound on that because we finally got a
I
little
had-
perked up in the conversation about
I
this one.
lost-
Come on now.
I lost one of my I lost somebody to an NFL player, so
Hey,
I know back.
you lost it. Meaning,
What did they lose you?
Yeah, see, I like
come on now.
I like
Come
that.
on.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, because you had to think like it was perfect fun. You know, he let you ride around in his Cullinan. You know, at the time I had a Range Rover. You know, so when he got tired of, you know,
He dropped
He
it.
dropped like a bad habit.
Better
Here she
know.
come. Yeah.
And then she came knocking at your door. She was like,
by that time I was already.
Boris.
This was in I was in Mississippi when this was going on. So
not Mississippi.
What I tell y'all about the silk?
yeah, I'm from
What I
Mississippi.
tell y'all about the silk?
Not the silk.
Yeah,
Oh, my
Silk got
God.
that grip.
it took
The
me-
sip ain't never let me wrong.
The
Silk ain't let me wrong.
Y'all, the silk got that grip. Just saying. Anyway.
Sidebar.
Y'all used to date people from Mississippi?
Well, you know, I'm from Mississippi. So, you know, shoot my days.
You lost your mind.
Me too.
Be right.
I don't think you should date from this.
Oh.
No,
What you
we gonna come on.
I'll tell you later.
Sidebar.
I'll tell you later, bro. I'll tell you later.
Okay, so what's the point of cuffing season to y'all? I feel like it's just a waste of time because in this new generation, like when we was growing up, we didn't have no thing called cuffing season. Like, what is that? You got with somebody and you was with that person.
Mhm.
It didn't matter when it was, but you got with that person. It wasn't just to sleep with them or whatever, or to have, you know,
Warmth in the winter.
a situationship for such a long, amount of time. It was, I'm with this person and whatever. But now it's like they got a time limit on stuff. Like, okay, I'm gonna be with her for this amount of time, and then for summertime, I'm gonna be single. Like, what's the point of that?
Man, I think it's the music these girls be putting out.
Wait,
The
not the
It's
girls.
the girls.
The girls.
You gotta think, like, we can be, male versus female or what, but what he's saying is valid because listen to the music, like, real, I can cuss on him?
Yeah.
Real ass bitch give a fuck about a nigga. It's stuff like that. Or it's women who are internet prostitute because they only want to talk to men who got money, who can provide them with a bag or some sense of
You hit that.
security.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's what cuffing season is. They get tired of being a hoe during the summer, and then now they want to be a church girl. Now that it's cold outside.
That's
Can't they say
They recharging.
Don't say
Yeah, that's what
you don't
it
wanna
is.
be saved. Don't
Yep,
say
they
no.
rejuvenate. They doing the oregano stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, they using the technique. Now they want to get their face and skin right. That's the time for them to hibernate and get, like a bell.
Well, she should be
It's just like
doing
a
that.
bell.
I was going to say the same thing.
do
She need to do that year round.
Year round.
Because you got to keep your body right.
No,
the whole
that's
time.
not the case. Because we just look, Houston. Okay,
I saw that.
We saw that.
Don't break it up.
We saw
Okay,
that.
so think about this. Houston is a party city.
Mm-hmm.
That's where everybody want to go. Nobody want to come to Dallas.
Good.
And we're not saying Dallas is perfect or nothing like that, but you got to think when people flying into Texas, they want to go to Houston. When people fly to Georgia, they're going to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta and Houston ain't no different from each other.
Ain't.
They got the highest syphilis rate
Mm-hmm.
in the state.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a part of the city. Everybody going down there, sleeping with each other, passing each other around.
Yeah.
And then they have a higher per capita of African Americans and affluent African Americans at that.
Yeah, but they think that it's cool. Like, I don't know if y'all seen the Mocha Fest. They out there just doing whatever, and it's just like, y'all really want to respect, y'all really
like you
like
can't.
I'm a street guy. I did 8 years in the penitentiary. I used to be a big drug dealer in Mississippi. Even when I was in the streets, I never, ever in my life, ever. That's why I'm 35, never smoked, never drank. I never been into the things that other people was into.
Mm-hmm.
After I got done selling dope and I shut my shop down, I was going home to lay up with something.
Mm-hmm.
And 9 times out of 10, when I'm laying up with going to college, education, stay out the way, lane, wear glasses,
Yep.
square.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
When you in the streets and you talking to females, you don't want nobody who partying.
In the streets too.
I'm coming home from trapping all day. It's been a bad day. I can't talk to you because you gossiping. You on the phone with your homegirl, and then 9 times you probably ain't at home. You at the club, so I gotta track you down.
True. Also true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's generational, and it's also about like people. Like we from Mississippi. Dating ain't no say dating. It means you in a relationship in Mississippi. Because once somebody be like, "Hey, who you talk to?" Like you and that person that you're dating is the person that you talk to. That's who you're in a relationship with. When you go out here and you ask somebody, they be like, "I'm dating." You already know they talking to 5, 6 different people. They go for male and female. It ain't just women; it's men too.
Yeah.
They talking to multiple different people.
Yeah,
and
because
they're sleeping with 1 or 2 people out there.
because that's how it's positioned. That's why that dating roster thing come up. You're supposed to have a roster. You got a lunch babe, a dinner babe, a vacation babe,
A treat.
Yeah, a trick. Somebody
Well, they
who
always
caught
be
some
tricks.
bill
Wait a
pay.
minute.
They always
Bill pay.
All of them.
I'm just sorry.
Yeah, a sugar daddy, all of that. So yeah, that's what we had a quick little topic about that too, about rosters. And if it's something that's gonna actually be beneficial in dating. And we agreed that people want rosters. Yeah, it's fun to have rosters, but having a roster is not going to get you that longevity in a relationship.
No, because how can you? It's like a kid in toys.
Mm-hmm.
You put a kid in a playpen with a bunch of toys, they're gonna play with them for a little bit, play with them. Eventually, they're gonna get tired and go to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really understand the functionalities of this toy if you jump from one to the next, to the next.
All
But I want to say, in the time that we're in, that's what you got to do.
Not really. I
Because
don't agree.
How do you say that? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be exclusive with this person, and you're exclusive with that person, and then next thing you know, they're not exclusive with you. They're over here talking to different people. So it's kind of hard. You have to kind of play the field now. I'm gonna say in a woman's thing, because I'm the prize. I'm not fixing to sit there and allow every Tom, Dick, and Harry to come through and make me feel like, well, I can date her whenever, or I can come back to her whenever. No, I'm the prize, and so I'm gonna pick and I'm gonna choose who I want to be with, and let the best man win.
Or why not deal with a man who you already know what his intentions are? Because you can't meet a man at a club and assume that he's a good man. Not saying that a man in the club isn't a good man, but 9 times out of 10, a man in the club, he's in prospecting. 9 times out of 10, or I would say 8 to 7 times out of 10, a woman in the club, she's prospecting. The other percent of women, they just want to have a good time with their girls.
Yeah.
But But it's just like trying to find a needle in the haystack.
Haystack.
How do
Don't know
you
what's
know
gonna
who
hit.
in here?
Exactly.
Blah, blah.
It's the same thing. I mean, you can be at the grocery store and, you know, a guy comes up to you, or you can be online or whatever, and a guy comes up to you and says, hey, you know, I'm interested in talking to you. They pursue you, and then...
But they're looking at the physical. I feel like it has to be, it's like you got to have that discernment. It just got to happen. I'm a fairy tale type person. Like, I be daydreaming. I believe in fairy tales.
I'm a hopeless romantic over there.
Because I will assume that this woman is my woman because we bumped into each other. We had an accident, our car crashed into each other, and we are having a conversation, and boom, we get into talking now, you know, I'm feeling her vibe. But for me, women try to talk to me all the time. I turn them down. Restaurants, I turn them down because I already know you're looking at the physical.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at how I'm dressed, what I got, and you assume I'm gonna provide you with this lifestyle or this security that you're looking for. Hell nah, I got a kid. You know? I don't spend money. I don't do no dating. I don't do I'm not in the mix like this. So I already tell them like, look, I'm not interested. I'm straight. You know, blah 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 blah. I'm going on my business. Mm-hmm. But most times with men, we looking at the physical. Women looking at the physical. Nobody really saying like, hey, I wonder what type of woman she really is, or I wonder what type of man he really is.
I wonder how he run his household.
Yeah. Do he take care of his kids? Because there's a lot of men who got kids. They don't even see the kids. Stay in the same city they in.
Yeah, that is true.
How can you date a man who don't take care of their kids
and
then you let him bust in you wrong and you get pregnant?
I didn't.
Come on.
You're preaching it for me because I didn't say it.
And then on to the next one.
Yeah, on to the next. Now you got 7 kids. And then these kids growing up. And then they're growing up as juvenile delinquents.
Also true.
Because they now, whether it be a boy, a little boy, a little girl, they ain't got no father figure in their life to coach them right. The mama ain't shit. So it's just a cycle. Now that kid grow up to be DeVaris Bell, young DeVaris Bell, who in the street selling drugs, fighting, robbing folks, shooting folks, doing all this type of crazy stuff, hoping to find his way, go to prison, do 8 years in prison. Now you suffering that mental trauma. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So we're really living in, it's a cycle that we live. And how can we fix, only what we can fix that is for a man to find a woman that he want to be with, have kids, have family, build this family up, really build this family up, and then grow. And now those kids are being raised the right way. They're going to school, they're doing what they need to do. They ain't in the street. Because even with me, with my kids, I got 3 girls, and with their mamas, I'm not in the house physically, but I'm there. I ain't gotta run the house, but I'm there. My kids know if I gotta get on that plane and come there to where you at, it's a problem. And they avoid them problems at all costs. So
that's the thing that I feel like children, males and female children, need that disciplinarian and a father figure. Mm-hmm. Because no matter how hard the mom tries to be the disciplinarian, because all moms ain't out there in the streets. Some of the mamas be. I can speak for mine because I had a teen mom. My mom had me at 13. Mm-hmm. All the statistics of everybody telling her that your daughter gonna grow up and she ain't gonna do nothing. Yeah. Out the window. Yeah, for sure. Because she got a daughter with 2 degrees, who works, who does everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a million kids. I don't have kids.
You got no kids.
Like all that, you know, so where it comes a point where you gotta be, or your parent has to be the person that's gonna break the curse or break the generational cycle. Mm-hmm. And so I just feel like our age group right now, which is the millennials and the Gen Zs, we're the ones that's fixing everything that happened in Generation X.
But it's only in the black community though, because I'm gonna be silent right now.
Go ahead.
It ain't happening in the white community.
Yes. It doesn't happen at the staggering rate that it happens in the African American community. But it happens to them also.
But why is it hinders us, it don't hinders them?
Because white privilege is real.
Oh, it's real.
White privilege is real.
I look at it like this. This is how I look at it. And I'm gonna give you an example. I was cool with this white boy named Jay. His grandfather educated my grandfather on the benefits of purchasing land, and not selling land, but holding land. And then if someone want to do something on your land, lease it to them.
Correct.
So I was cool with him. And one day we was just joking around, kid. He said, DeVaris, you know the difference between my family and your family is when your family get their income tax check, They go buy TV, air conditioning, clothes, and y'all go eat at restaurants y'all never gonna be able to eat at unless y'all got money.
Mm-hmm.
And when he said that, I was pissed off.
Yeah. But he spoke back.
But he was educated. He was older than me, but he was educated. He was saying, when my dad get his income tax check, well, his mom, because the dad didn't work. The dad was just like a hustler. He had all these thousands of acres of land in Mississippi and stuff like that. So his mom, when she got her income tax check, you know what she did? She started investing in RAs and stocks and just investing in stuff that's gonna make money. So for us, I always ask this question to the people that I meet: what are we doing for our kids other than buying them clothes and shoes and posting them on the internet, all that dumb shit? Like, what are we really honestly, take a moment, and this is a serious question. What are we really doing for our kids and giving our kids?
Well, can I say this? The reason why is because, like you said, our people have not been taught that. When they don't have the money, they don't know, what I should do to invest, to grow, to build my empire, then they're just going to spend it on frivolous things. So they don't know. So that's where it comes to us, our generation, to invest in our kids and tell them, hey, this is what you need to do. Instead of spending your money on Lululemon, buying a $120 jacket, go spend this money, put it in your account so that, whenever you turn 18, you can go to Greece or you can go to wherever and, do things.
Get cultural experiences.
Yeah, cultural experiences, or you can go and buy your first car, or you can buy a house at 21. We weren't taught that when we were growing up because our parents weren't taught that when we were growing up. So we don't know. But like you said, in the white communities or in the Arab or Chinese communities, they're taught that. Mm-hmm. They're taught to live with your family until, you can get on your feet. Or, they have like a single family house and it'd be like 12 of them in their house. They learn,
You said that, and I just was reading about what they call communal living. Mm-hmm. And it was something that stopped happening in the United States once the GI Bill was created and they started giving the guys that came back from World War II homes and were VA loans. Mm-hmm. Because at first people would buy big plots of land and have a home for the living on the land, your family working off the land, y'all all working together, building up. And this is something that me and my family has talked about even right now, that is what we want to do. We want to be able to buy the land, get a ranch, do this, build it up, all live together, live off the land, be able to raise our kids and teach them. Yeah, you might as well. But I feel like a lot of things were systemically done in society from the government to be able to control not just minorities, but the poor. They want to keep the poor poor.
Let me ask you, because this is burning up in my soul.
Okay.
How long are we going to continue to give people excuses? You know what I'm saying? And I grew up dirt poor in Mississippi, Starkville, Mississippi, in the blackjack community. Grew up in the trailer. We used to have the shit in the butt.
They're real talk.
You get what I'm saying?
So, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we was. But think about it. I'm a finance manager for a car dealership. I was the number 27 car salesman in the state of Texas. I'm a realtor right now. Mm-hmm. I make over 6 figures, and I got a GD. So at some point, we got to stop having these excuses for people, because the only thing we doing then is crippling them. Because you know what they're gonna say when they ain't getting it on their shit, they gonna turn around and they gonna say, oh well, such and such said, it's gonna be okay, or this, that. It's just so many excuses, and I'm a person, I don't want to hear them excuse. How we gonna fix this shit? When I was
also this, like, you'll see somebody, they may be watching you with something like that, you know what I'm saying, but like they get a good piece of money and they want to, you know what I'm saying, get a little something that's just like what you got.
And I hate that.
Yeah.
Because as a realtor, I tell people, I got clients, man, from all different races, backgrounds, everything. And I'm gonna be so honest, man. It's always us every single time, to where when it's not when these white people call me, they say, "Hey, I'm looking for a house." They ain't saying, "Hey, I'm looking for a new construction home. I want marble floors. I want a panoramic sunroof on my house to where I hit a button, the whole top come on."
Mm-hmm. They see that.
That's the type of house, because they see the stuff on the internet.
Exactly.
When we call, it's never okay. DeVaris, I'm a first time home buyer. My budget is this right here.
They have unrealistic expectations.
I want to get me a house because I want to build equity in that house, and I want to turn around. I want to refinance that house, pull that equity from there, and I want to turn around and invest in another property. And then I want to turn around and let this property pay for this house, and then so on and so forth. They're not calling with that. They calling saying, "Hey, I want a all glass house. I got $2,000, and I want an all glass house, marble floors. I want the house to talk to me, and I want it to be on 6 acres of land."
I know you lying.
For $2,000.
That
And
is
it's like,
unrealistic.
and then it's me who like I care about our people so much, and everything I do it to motivate the people from back in Mississippi because they see me. They like, man, that man went to prison. He did 8 years in prison. He got a GED. He grew up dirt poor. How is it that he making $200,000 a year?
Mm-hmm.
How? And so now I got to explain to you how, because I get on my ass every day. I work 3 jobs. But see, I do it because I never want to go back to them old days in Mississippi. And plus, I want people to see you can do the same thing. Y'all don't have the same background as me.
Yeah. But the difference is you have that motivation. Some people don't have that.
But the motivation is being broke and poor.
Some people
are
don't
okay.
have
It's
that.
like
They're
people
okay
who are
with
okay
that.
with mediocrity. Like
Yeah.
I could never be in a relationship with somebody who's okay with mediocrity because what are we doing next?
Yeah.
When's the next level?
Yeah.
What we gonna do next?
I need to progress.
I need to progress. I don't even care if it's a
Empire.
little. We need to do something.
Yeah. Because you are your brand, and I mean, I'm not fixing to sit here and look broken, dusty. Like that's not what I want. I want to build something for my kid to have. Like that's not.
Do y'all know the percentage of white people who own houses versus black? 82% of white people in Texas own houses. Guess what the percentage of black is?
Probably like 12.
No,
Less.
that's
5.
Mexican. That's Mexican.
5.
Oh, we 5.
Told you.
Okay.
5.
Yep.
The Asians are 4,
Mhm.
and other is the 2 and 1%. But who the hell is the other? 82%, man. Listen to that. 82%. So that means majority every house you see is owned by a white person.
Mhm.
And then after that it's the Mexicans. They get 11%. And they got and it's so crazy even with them. It be 10, 15 them in one house. But at the
it's
same
because
time,
they don't compete with their family members like
Yeah. That's what most other cultures don't do.
they
We're the
try
crabs
to
in the
teach
bucket.
us to compete and pull the next one down, and it's not like that.
nah.
Because ideally, literally, I just had this conversation at work. I was like, ideally, if things were the way that I wanted it to be, I would be able to provide it to where my godchild and my nephew never had to worry about anything to pay for college. They just go.
Yeah.
They just go.
But
Well,
do
that's
Whatever
you-
they want to do.
Okay,
Or
that's
do
what
what they
I just
wanna
said.
do. Also,
So,
that too.
yeah. 'Cause
yeah, because
everybody
he
don't
probably
wanna go
won't
to college.
be like my godchild. He probably won't do college, but he wants to do like
A trade or something.
computer design or computer engineering type
So,
stuff.
like IT.
So he probably won't go and get a 4-year degree. But if he wanted to go and get his certification to where he could freelance and do stuff like that, then I'm going to be able to help him. He's what, 15 now.
and that's what we gotta do. We gotta start supporting these kids and listen to these kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm an ex-basketball player, high school, college, and semi-pro. So before I jumped back into the streets growing up, I always wanted to go to the league. So like I said, when I have kids, man, I want to have a son. I want to put a basketball. I want to do it. I end up not getting no son. I end up getting girls. And then it was me pushing my oldest daughter. Man, you need to hoop. You're 12 years old. You're 5'9". You need to hoop. You need to hoop. You need to hoop.
She ain't like it.
Dad, I don't want to hoop. It hurt me, but you know, as once I start growing, going to therapy, learning, baby, what is it that you want to do?
Mhm.
Dad, I want to play golf. First, I'm like, golf? What the hell? Man, I'm
make
in my
money,
head,
though.
but in my head, I'm like, you know, from Mrs. Golf, daily golf, this, man, how much this? I'm just going through.
Golf, baseball, and soccer.
Once again, when you don't know something, what you do? We
Look
pull the
it up.
phone off everything else.
Google it.
Google how to start learning about golf to teach your kid, and you can type that in. That shit pulls straight up.
Mm-hmm.
But some of these parents don't even care. Like that's where it boils down to.
Because
like,
they didn't want to be parents.
Well, and even if they didn't
Amen.
want to be parents, because some people did want to be parents and they became a parent. Okay, now you gotta change. You got to change.
If you don't want to be a parent, if you don't want to be a parent, do what you need to do to prevent you from being a parent.
But they
Oh,
don't.
Most people can't take that pressure of being a parent.
Well, I mean,
As a
But
new
you know what
okay.
you need to do if you know you, and that be my thing. If you know you can't do it, make them put a condom on.
But as a new parent, because your baby's under 2,
He is too.
he's 2. Like, do you feel that it's more difficult to raise him in this environment right now?
Like as far as like environment,
As in the way society is and the way society
Yeah.
is.
everything is inflated. You know what I'm saying? So like, you just gotta be smarter. You really gotta be on your stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to school, working. You know what I'm saying? I just like that's all. I only do it for him. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure he's set for life. That's my main goal. You know what I'm saying?
And that's your main goal as a parent, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, some people, even once that baby come out, they still selfish and they worried about them.
Or they worry about that man.
There's a reason why I ain't have no kids when I was in my 20s. Because I was selfish.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was like buy diapers or buy shoes.
It's okay to be selfish at times because you are still a human being, and just because you have a child does not mean that you have to just put yourself on the back burner.
Mhm.
But you do still have to be a parent. You are obligated to take care of that child because they are now your possession. They are now, your child. Your.
But now when people drop them off at their grandparents and their aunties and then have their family members that you don't
Right.
And it's a whole bunch of people that do that. I'm not.
I know you're not, but and I can't give anybody sympathy for it because my mama had me at 13. I was sitting at Long John Silver's while she was at the cash register reading the book. So I don't know what to tell y'all.
Yeah.
But people make excuses too many.
They make
Too many excuses, man. If you go and I lost a good business partner friend because of this statement that I made. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do for your kid, you hate them.
Also facts.
And you know what? She got mad at me because she said, I can't say that it's not true, that's not true. And I had to explain to her, I'm the one who's going on Wednesdays, going to Fort Worth to these detention centers, meeting these kids. And I'm asking these kids, why are you in here?
Mm-hmm.
You know what they're saying?
My mama wasn't there.
I was molested. Such and such. I was molested as a kid. 8 years old, I was molested. So I'm being molested. My mama not feed me.
Mm-hmm.
My stepdad beat me.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got no school clothes. These kids was making fun of me at school because I smelled this way because we ain't have no soap and water at the house.
Yep.
So you beat a boy half to death because he was roasting you and stuff like you couldn't take it. You already going through enough. I can't listen. I'm going through enough at the house.
Yeah.
I don't want to come to this fucking school and go through this shit too. So I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass. And yes, I understand, but you can't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the one who doing it, and now I gotta go talk to the parent. What's going on here? Do you need help getting a job? Okay, now let me pull my book of business. People who hire. But you know what they say? I don't want no job. The government, they go do this government, because I have a friend who's regional director for Some of Your Cookies. She's my resource. She needs people to come work. So what I'm doing is, okay, I can get you a job in Some of Your Cookies. Oh, I don't want to work. You don't care about your kids.
You don't want to. I'm so confused when people talk about they don't want to work.
Man, listen, I work 3 jobs, and I ain't got to, but I do it because the fear of being broke, having to go back to Mississippi, to be in that trailer with my grandmama, that shit scared me. Like, when I say scare me, that shit scare me. It scared me to have to go call my partner and tell them I want to sell dope again, and then end up in prison.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my kid, I can't speak for nobody else. My kid need me.
But that's a mindset that you have. And some people don't have that mindset.
And I don't understand why. Because when your stomach get you growling, shit, you gonna have to think of something. Some gonna have to think. You gonna have to do something.
I like the nicer things in life, and my kids do too. So I'm just saying, I got to work.
And in order to get the nice shit, you got to do it because they don't see it. So now they want to go rob, they want to go steal, they want to go do all the type of bullshit. And then look at what's glorified. It's glorified women using men for money. It's glorified niggas selling drugs, niggas using drugs, niggas shooting, killing. And my folks, they from Chicago. You'll be amazed. My little cousin, them, they mentally through.
Yeah.
All they partners are getting killed. They getting shot at. They literally dying in Chicago. Man, I'm telling you,
it's a war zone.
They are dying. You can't even you can't walk. Like in Mississippi, we used to walk up the road and play basketball with other kids. These kids can't even walk to the corner store.
That's why when I watched the documentary on Netflix, Chirac, that told you, man.
Listen, if one day y'all not doing it, look up Chicago street news on YouTube and watch his interviews. This man had over 1,000 videos of different people who were killed in Chicago that was involved in some type of gang for him. And I'm affiliated. I got a tattooed on me. I'm getting it removed. But these guys died 14, 13, 12. So I'm looking at my daughter like, you're 12. And these kids who go to school with you are literally killing themselves, ODing on drugs, getting herpes and gonorrhea. 12, 13. That blew my mind. You get what I'm saying? And then these kids don't know if they a boy or girl. Like, it's just so crazy the stuff that they go through. My homegirl told me this morning, she said, I don't want to be gay no more. And she been gay my whole life. She said, Devon, I don't want to be gay no more.
Did she say she was like that? Like
somebody made her? I'm confused.
Did somebody make her gay?
No, she was abused when she was young.
Yeah.
And so
she
was
never
scared.
got
She was
the
scared of
mental
me.
health that she needed.
She was scared of me.
Never got the
And
mental
I
health
think
that she
that's,
needed.
yeah.
People can joke. People talk about Charlamagne God all the time. They make fun of him about the mental health, and they still judge him off stuff he did in the past. But at the end of the day, like he said, if you not mentally strong, you through.
Yeah.
People need therapy.
We just was talking about that. We talked about that. We said even if you start with something as small as journaling to get it out, you have to get it out. You can't let that rot. It literally rots you from your core when you have that negativity and stuff inside you, and your mental ain't right and you scattered.
Because don't nobody know how
You feel, but
you get it out.
And don't nobody, and you say this at the pen, don't nobody know how you feel till you tell them.
Yeah. And you gotta tell. You gotta
sit
tell
on your
somebody.
rack all day mad, and then as soon as somebody come do something, they can be joking, and then you just pop up. Now you just start a whole ride.
Yeah.
So you tell people, hey bro, I ain't feeling today. I ain't feeling, even in relationships. Hey, babe, I'm just going through something right now. Give me a moment. We can't even do that.
Yeah, you should be able to, because I literally just told people this weekend. I was like, hey, my social media is full. I can't take no more socializing. I got to be solo dolo and get that quiet time.
I mean,
And go ahead.
I feel like sometimes we forget to pray. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll just be going through something and then just steady letting the pile up on your heart and in your mind. You know what I'm saying? And then you just forget about God. You know what I'm saying? Like He allowing you to wake up every day and give you the chance every single time to get that right. You know what I'm saying? And you steady and yourself get the prayer. Only thing you gotta do is pray and just like, you know what I'm saying, keep praying. You know what I'm saying? And then God just gonna make a way for you. I'm a living testament for that. You know what I'm saying? Because I done been down bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know what I'm saying?
He made a way. He made a way.
So
he made a way.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you just gotta keep hope alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, better days gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Even though you're going through it, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta keep your head up, chin up. You know what I'm saying?
I look at it like a lesson. Like, you know, when we going through something, it's a teachable moment. I always look at it like it's a teachable moment. When I was in prison, I prayed for one. I used to pray this certain prayer all the time. Lord, please take me out the hands of man, because man is not merciful. And then I used to ask for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And it's so, in my perception at the time, I thought he was just going to, you know, sprinkle some magic dust on my head, and I was going to have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You know what he did? He took me to this.
You gotta have those parts. You gotta learn.
And then I ended up getting wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
That's why they say be careful what you pray for.
Oh my God. Listen, I used to pray to be listen, I said, okay, I'm gonna be done with selling cars. It was a ceiling with selling cars. You know, I was number 27. Even if I had got number 1, it still was a cap. I was just always gonna be considered a car salesman. So I'm done selling cars up to be in real estate. But my dream job was always to be a finance manager. Not paying attention to the amount of work that finance managers do. Be careful what you pray for, because now I'm a finance manager and I be at work all day.
Being there till 9:30, 10 o'clock.
That's what I'm saying.
Paperwork.
Yeah. And then when you do get your break, I got an hour break. Okay, I gotta go run and show a house. You know, my clients want to look at this property. I gotta run and show a house. Or I gotta go to a closing, or, you know, something like that. So be careful what you pray for, man, because he might not give it to you when you want it, but you eventually go get it.
Or sometimes he gonna give it to you right then, because I done asked the Lord, Lord, take somebody out of my life that's not good for me, and the next thing you know,
they showing them red flags.
No, the next thing you know, you get a text, such and such and such and such. Get out of
You asked for it.
You asked for it.
Yeah.
So be careful what you ask for.
And how you word it too.
Yeah, definitely how you word it.
Wording matters because what they say, the tongue is powerful.
It's
So,
very, very powerful.
Oh.
That's okay. That's okay. Just flow. So we are going to go on to our business, Aunties Friends business of the week. We got two of them. Who's our special guest, Mr. Morris. He's going to tell us about his business as well.
So we have Kicks Filet. They are a sneaker reseller based out of California. Follow on IG at Kicks, KICKZFILAYE on IG, Kicks Filet. And then the other business is Diamond Heist Coat. The Diamond Heist Coat is based out of Fort Worth, Texas. And he has 3 different clothing brands. So feel free to view his shop, the Diamond Heist Coat. Get you some shirts and sweatshirts and everything to go with your sneakers.
Okay. And then, Lars, you want to tell us about your business?
Okay. Well, like everybody know, I'm a finance manager at a couple dealerships, and I'm a real estate agent. That's my passion. That's what I love. I love teaching people how to buy, sell, and invest in real estate. I own properties myself, so if a person telling you about real estate now, I own real estate, run. I own a clothing company called Delort. Everything I have on today is from my clothing company. I don't have a clothing line. I don't have a clothing brand. I have a clothing company. From the pants, the socks, the underwear, even the shirt that I have on is something that I'm trying to push. It's called Love Yourself, Not Me. So I'm trying to push that right now. And it's through my company called Delort, DALORE.
We'll have to keep it on Yes. Well, all right, guys. Well, we'll give y'all our social media tags so y'all can go and take a look at us. So remember to hit us up on Aunties and Mimosas _podcast on IG, Aunties and Mimosas on TikTok, and Aunties and Mimosas on Facebook. Any other social media tags? Y'all want to put y'all tags out there so everybody can see y'all? Instagram.
I'm just DeBarus Bell on everything. DAZARUSBELL. My name is my name. It's my real name.
Okay. And then just hit us up on Aunties and Mimosas.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate all the support, all the feedback. So keep in mind we're going to be doing some in-person pop-ups here coming soon. So more details coming. So keep your eyes open.
We live life like we're supposed to. So come on in and join the fun. This is Aunties and Mimosas. If you come in a little closer, you'll see we live life like we're supposed to. So come on in and join the fun.
Easy.